Greetings, fellow captains, and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships with the Hive Hound. I discovered something new and something interesting today. This month I've had like 10,000 unique subscribers, so if you do enjoy the content, do not forget to hit that subscribe channel. You'll get to see more of the Hive Hound, and it'll also help the channel out massively. So today we are taking our very first look. Okay, I'll lie a little, it's not our very first look, we had it on stream on Monday, which didn't go all too well, but we're having a look at the brand new Tier 4 Premium, the Giulio, Cesare, the new Tier 4 Italian battleship. Rightly placed at Tier 4, I feel, because the Giulio Cesare didn't see an awful lot of action in World War II, but in one instance it did, and it came up against the mighty, the great, the extremely well known for being the most decorated battleship ever in any time period. HMS Warspite, where HMS Warspite hit the rear of the aft of the ship from 24 kilometers away, and put a absolutely colossally large size hole in the rear of the ship, forcing it to go into dock for repair. Excuse me, that was, I'll have to edit that sneeze out. That was loud. Right, okay, so we are we'll look at the commander and how I've set up the ship up towards the end. But things of note for the Giulio Cesare. For Tier 4, it's really fast. 27 knots, I think that's the same as the Koenig, isn't it? And what's the Japanese one? I forget. Because I'm crap. But it is one of the, if not the fastest battleships in the game. It does have slightly small caliber. I think these are 320mm guns. So you haven't got that massive punching power. The maximum AP shell damage is just 9,700, which isn't bad for a Tier 4, but you know, it is slightly lacking in that punchiness department. But it does have 10 guns. It has 2 dual turret and 2 triple turrets. So if you're bow tanking, you can fire 5. If you're vision tanking, you're kiting away, you can still use 5, and then obviously you've got 10 on the full broadside. But something, if you just noticed and were paying attention, I was firing out of a smoke screen and I wasn't getting spotted. Now, why was I firing out of a smoke screen and not getting spotted in Battleship? Well, because of its lower caliber guns, its spotting detection range, whilst firing within smoke, is a little over 10 kilometers. Yeah, its detectability by sea is also 12, making this a particularly sneaky battleship. But one thing to note, that it does state that it's ironclad. It has above average armor thickness. Didn't realise this was a cruiser, because it's got about the weakest armor of every single battleship of its tier. So yeah, it's very much like the if you've played the Amagi before it was nerfed, that's how you want to play this ship. It's all about using that relatively short turn-in circle, which is I think 650 meters. A pretty quick rudder shift time of 13.2 seconds. That's all about swinging the rear of that ship out, firing your guns, and then turning back in to tank some damage. So we've put ourselves into a bit of a predicament here as we one bang the Königsberg. Thank you very much for the free damage and the easy kill. And we kind of got ourselves stuck between 2 Arkansas, but one of the Arkansas is just firing HE, and he's not really doing a massive amount of damage. And the second Arkansas, well, he's angled pretty well. Now, one thing about these Italian battleships is that their shell velocity, which is something that isn't really noted, is really high. You don't need to advance your shots so much when you're aiming at cruisers, battleships and destroyers, because the shells travel significantly faster. I wish we had the numbers so we could look at it, but that shell velocity helps us with situations like this. That is a heavy angle arc and saw. 3 Citadel hits. Alright, it is tier 3, but hell, having those higher shell velocities do help significantly with penetration, so that is definitely something to take note of when using the ship. It was quite pleasing, and here we go. It wouldn't be a video with me in it without some form of crashing into an island, and another Citadel again. This ship just creates Citadels. It just wants to Citadel absolutely everything, and that higher shell velocity just makes it that much easier for it. So it does also have 30% torpedo damage reduction, which we would see if this destroyer didn't fire his torpedoes at maximum range and stop inches short of our hull. That would have been an awful mistake, because our damage repair still had 48 seconds left worth of cooldown. Our repair party is still on cooldown, and we're on fire. But I would like to thank the I believe that was the Italian destroyer, the Gepard, for his incompetence. I believe Spartan actually mentioned that in a cargo video, just because you can fire your torpedoes at, whatever the maximum range is. It's 11 point something with his cargo build. Doesn't mean that you have to. Like, sometimes it is smart to get in a bit closer, get in within your detectability range, and not entirely sure who those torpedoes will be fired at. Hope they weren't being fired at me, because that would make... There is a cruiser though behind me, so quite possibly the cruiser's the one that enemy destroyer decided to take aim at. And, well, we have an Arkansas who's still firing HE, even though for the longest time we were completely broadside to him. And I lied, it was a Gremiashi. Okay, Gremiashi, you get a pass for the terrible torpedoes, because you have terrible torpedoes. I don't know why. It must have been one of the other matches that I played yesterday that had the Gepard in, and there we go. Torpedoes safely avoided. The Gremiashi is going to do what his ship was designed to do, and he is going to fire his guns as we finish off the Arkansas for kill number 4 of this match. So yeah, we've got a couple of fire squid. There's absolutely no point using our repair party yet, because, well, there's a destroyer shooting us from smoke, a Monticukulu, or whatever the hell it's called, spamming HE over from the east. So this is where we spot the enemy, Giulio Cesare, making his way over here in the battle. So as you can see, I have put my installed my high explosive shells, because yes, we're hunting destroyers, and god damn it, that would have been our Kraken. 95,000 damage in the tier 4 so far, and I've not spent a massive amount of time playing this ship. This is maybe my 6th or 7th game, and it's not bad. It is. I wouldn't say it was overpowered, because if you're dumb enough to sail broadside even to tier 3s, you're gonna get you're going to get citadeled. You're going to get wrecked. So it's very much in skilled hands. Like, it's very much a dangerous little ship, for sure. So yeah, 95,000 damage, 4,000 XP, 4 kills, top of the board. Got to be reasonably happy with that. Dreadnought, fireproof, devastating strike, and a high caliber. So we're going to have a quick look at our commander. We've got Pablo de Revel with Robert Gigard and Andrew Cunningham, so improve our penetration and accuracy. We've gone for Brawler because we're sneaky, we can get closer. Crisscross to improve our traverse speed. Firefighter because fires. Master Mechanic for that extra extra heal, and of course Will to rebuild, because anything else on a battleship is pretty much a bit of a silly choice, let's be honest. So the tier 4 Giulio Cesare, I guess its main competition, for if you're looking for that tier 4 battleship, its main competition, or its only competition, well, its main competition is going to be the Texas, isn't it? Or the Russian one, which I forget, which are both really good ships. I think the Texas and the Russian are a bit more forgiving, slightly easier to play, but the Cesare will make you a better battleship player in general. It really will train you not to be stupid and sail broadside to a bunch of enemy ships. So I hope you enjoyed our quick flash in the pan review, and well, until next time, take care.